Alright, so this morning we had a pretty significant downloadable update, and most of the changes were quality of life changes, and that basically improves some of the things that were lackluster or that were broken. So there's quite a bit to cover, so let's take a look in the official blog post and see what exactly changed. So here's what they said. Since the Big Bang, we've cooked up some improvements to Fortnite Battle Royale, LEGO Fortnite, Rocket Racing, and Fortnite Festival. Today's update hits key areas that we want to address before our next update planned for early 2024. So remember, all the Epic employees are going on vacation for Christmas break, so we're not going to have a big update for a while. So the first thing they did was more movement improvements. This is what they said. Movement speed has been increased when crouching and running. We also reduced camera movement and adjusted the change in view while sprinting to encourage a smoother experience. Plus, we updated the movement animations to better match the adjustments in speed. To help you get adjusted to these updates, we've reset everyone's custom diagonal movement settings. So please log in and reconfigure your settings to what feels best. Custom diagonal movement settings. So I'm not sure what that means. We're gonna have to check that out. Okay, so here we are in a match. Let me just try this out. So let's do just the normal run first. Okay, I definitely noticed an improvement there. That's much quicker. That's not bad. I'm trying to see if I feel the diagonal movements. But again, they said they reset everything. Yeah, so it does feel a little smoother to go diagonal now. Backwards still feels a little clunky. How about crouching? Okay, that's not bad. I didn't really have a complaint with the crouching speed. It was this right here that I didn't like. And the diagonal movement. I felt like it was always pulling me in a diagonal direction. So this is not bad. And then, of course, you can still sprint normally. That all feels good. So let's see, what is this custom diagonal movement setting? So the only thing I can find is under mouse and keyboard. It says use custom diagonals. And it's currently off. But I don't see anything like that for controller. So I don't know. I'm not sure what that means. But it feels better now. So I don't know. Whatever they did, I'm not being pulled diagonally, so that's good. So next it says medallions readability. Society medallion icons now stand out more on the map and should be easier to spot at a glance. We also reduced the visual noise present in the minimap when several medallion zones are near one another, especially in the later storm circles. So I'm gonna check that out. That was actually one of my huge complaints because in an end game, I couldn't even see the circle. There was so much gold on the map from all the medallions, I couldn't even tell where the zone was. So I'll hop into another match and get into an end game situation just to see. Next, it says night visibility. We've brightened certain areas of the map where it was a little too dark during the night. Okay, that's interesting. I didn't have a complaint with that, but someone clearly did. Next, it says storm visibility. The visibility of the storm's edge has been improved, so it's much more apparent how close it is. As we heard from the community, it could be difficult to see. Another thing I didn't really notice, but I'm all for. That's a nice change, I think. Now this one was a big one for me because I got so confused, especially at the start of the season where I didn't know what was what. But it says weapon icons. We're aware of feedback that the Frenzy Auto Shotgun and the Thunderburst SMG weapon icons were too similar, making it hard to differentiate them. These icons have been updated to be more visually unique and legible. So again, I'll hop into a match and show you that too. And then just the other day they pushed out a hotfix. I didn't actually cover this in a video, but they outline everything right here. So this is what they changed. Flow berries now grant more shield. I think it went up to 20. Increased damage for the Ranger pistol, the Shield Breaker EMP, and the Ballistic Shields pistol. So they buffed a lot of the pistol stuff. Snowball launcher mag size was reduced. The Thunderburst SMG mag size was increased. They reduced the drop rate of the Reaper sniper rifle. The Striker AR deals less damage now. The circle indicating a Society medallion holder is smaller. I did notice that the other day. It shrunk them significantly. And this was the biggest one. If you didn't hear about this, this was huge. It says, Society medallions now have a brief delay before shield regen begins. They also have slightly reduced regen rates and no longer fill 100% shield unless you have all 5. So you have to own all 5 medallions to get 100 shield. Otherwise, it caps at 50, I believe. So you could have 4 of them, and it's still only 50. So that was it for Fortnite Battle Royale. Now we got some LEGO changes. It says hungry, more filling snacks. We heard your feedback that food in LEGO Fortnite wasn't reducing hunger very much. So we made adjustments to make your snacks more filling. Well, that sounds good. Then it says elimination while caving. We fixed a bug that might have made you lose your items after being eliminated in the transition between above ground and below ground. Thanks for your patience as this was being worked on. We understand it was frustrating to lose your items. We were losing our items too. So I haven't really played LEGO that much, but this does sound pretty frustrating, so I'm glad they fixed it. And then it says, in case you missed it, we made a few changes before today's update, and then they list them. So they say the durability of non-rare, non-epic tools and weapons has increased by 30%. For rare epic tools and weapons, the durability has increased by 60%. So that's good. Longer lasting before they break. Damage, it says reduce damage of the Brute's poison area for all 3 Brutes. Reduce damage of the Frost Scorpion Explosion. And then it says critter changes. Sand scorpions, scorpions found in caves, regular scorpions, crabs on the shoreline, sand spiders, and alpine frost spiders are slightly easier to defeat. And rams now give heavy wool. And then it says other tweaks and improvements. Grapplers now hold 30 charges. Spiders won't jump scare you as often when turning over rocks. Okay, that's nice, I guess. Then we're on to rocket racing. It says long queue times. We heard feedback that high-ranked racers have been experiencing long queue times in rocket racing. And our team is working on incremental improvements to help you get into your races faster. We'll continue to monitor queue times and make adjustments if necessary. So I don't know that they actually fixed anything here. They just said that they acknowledged the long queues. This next one is big, though. It says car collisions. Car-on-car collisions have been a major topic among players, especially when a bump from behind spins your car 180 degrees. Today's update will make those collisions a bit less punishing and should help keep your car facing the finish line. We'll continue to work on collision improvements for future updates too. That's good. You went flying 180 degrees and then in the wrong direction. It was so stupid. I backed out every time that happened. And then it says the Jackie outfit quest. I've done multiple videos on this, but basically they say that you only have to reach gold 1 now, which is what it was intended in the first place. However, once you hit gold 1, you do have to complete 1 full race to get the skin. So don't forget to do that. Then we got the Fortnite Festival changes. It says missing song library. We fixed an error that caused players to see an empty song library in the main stage after suspending Fortnite on their device. This should also improve the pauses some players were encountering before a song starts. Then it says fall damage disabled. Fall damage has been disabled in the main stage's backstage. Jump off all the balconies you'd like, rock stars. Okay. Restart song. We've disabled the restart song functionality available to solo players temporarily while we fix an error that was causing the game to become unresponsive. And lastly, incorrect posting to leaderboards. We fixed an issue where some scores may have been posted to the wrong leaderboard. We will continue to monitor and potentially audit leaderboards moving forward to ensure their accuracy. Wow, so that was a lot of changes. But obviously the biggest part is the movement. So let me hop into a real match real quick. I just want to see if we can notice some of these things. Ah, there's the grapple. Oh, it's infinite uses? Let's go. So 100% confirmed it's back in the game. What does it say? Stick, move, and slide. Infinite uses, huh? Well, let's try this out. I wonder if it negates fall damage like in Season OG. So you instantly get slippy feet with this. Uh-oh. Someone just grappled. Oh boy, that's a lot of slippage. There he is. Are you real? Let's take a look at the storm visibility. So that does look way more noticeable. I can't remember what it looked like before, but I mean, I can clearly see in there as well. So that looks pretty solid. Clearly see in and out. I know exactly where it is. I can't find anyone with a medallion though. Oh yeah, there. Look how light the medallions are now. No wonder I couldn't see them. They're so light. Okay, so I think actually they need to make them a little darker because from this perspective, I can barely see that. So I do like the change, but I think they went a little overboard. I gotta fully zoom in just to see that. Let's see what it looks like on the actual minimap in the top right when I get a little closer. But at least now I can see the white border of the zone. Whereas before, I couldn't see it at all when there was multiple ones. But just glancing on this, like, I can barely see that right now. I can barely see that. See how faint that line is? Wow. Oh, yeah. Okay, so it's a little better, I guess. Oh, he's stuck. So I don't know if that's a good change or not. I mean, it's way better than before, but now I think it's too faint. Okay, so it does get extremely dark. But I wonder what areas they fixed. Look how dark this bush is. Holy smokes. So again, from way above, you can barely see. When you zoom in, I can still barely see the 3 circles. But that is quite the change. It's a little more evident on my minimap, but still kind of difficult to see, which is a lot better than being blinded by it, I guess. So overall, a solid update. I do like the movement changes. I can definitely feel myself going faster. Like I said with the medallions though, so they went from being way too obstructive because of how dark they were to being extremely bright and you can barely see them at all. So I don't know, I think they need to find a happy medium, but it's better than what it was, I think. So there you go, overall a pretty solid update. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. A like is always appreciated, and don't forget to use my Support-A-Creator code, which is tabortime.